Okay, so now I am starting for CKAD exam, which I have cleared recently. So I'm going to discuss what I'm going to discuss is topics, mistakes, and where to study. So I think these things I'm going to cover, but so let's start with CKAD. So I had given first attempt, got 60%, but required was 66%. Then second attempt, now I got 74% only. So basically some question I left two questions which I was not able to crack, but I attempted 40 14 question and left two question. Then I got 74%. Some question I was not sure, but I will explain what I have done there so that we can discuss here. So if you see here, this is September 2021 2024 when I received only 60, and then yesterday I got 74 marks only here. Now coming to the things which I have done, then I will discuss the questions. So now suppose you are planning to start in 2024, sorry, in 2025. So I think these question will be maybe repeated, might be repeated. Okay, now in first attempt I was I have used a cloud group practice test. To be honest, there were questions from there, but not all question. So I think 8 to 10 questions were there, and there was 16 question total. So now 66% is required for passing the exam. It means you need to correct at least 12 question properly, and then you can think about, but I suggest 12 to 14. There might be some mistake or grading or something, so that I don't know, so those you need to focus. So what I would suggest is, if you get, like in market there are particular sites which give practice platform. I have read about killer.sh. I don't know about this, I have never used it, so I don't know, but there was some site I have seen there that there are some basically we can say some question, so you can practice dumps from these, or I think pass for IT, some question from their GitHub. So there was some question, you can practice them. So here, yeah, okay, leave it. So what I will say, practice is the key here. Now coming to the things like how should you practice, so use Kubernetes official site. that will help you a lot, because you can only open this side there. Okay, and you can refer multiple platform where your dumps or some practice question will be provided or platform will be provided. So there you can refer it. Now coming to the things. So now coming to the question. So first question was API deprecation. So first question was like it was using v1.15 API and we need to upgrade it to 1.29, I think. So basically API version, it was like in starting it is apps extension like that. So I have seen there, so like suppose I'm using so that's how I have checked there. And so suppose you are going there, so you will get some API hint. So for deployment, like if it is 1.2 or anything, so you can check there. Okay, I don't know how to find the answer because I have not I was not able to clean, or we can say clear this question. But what I had done is I had updated the what I will say is deployment. So here I had given this apps v1 earlier. Here it is written apps v1, so that's what I had given there. But there is something which I was missing. So basically in exam, I don't know, it's extension, I can't remember that extension slash something v1.15 like this was there, but I have changed it to apps hyphen v1. But after that, when I run apply command kubectl apply, so still I was getting error, I think label or selector. So I was running out of time. So what I would suggest, just check this question, what is the answer. But what I think is label and selector should be matched there. So that's what the reason which I missed here there. But you need to check this question. So you can check like this label here, this one, and this match label should be matching there, and selector also. So based on that you can try this question. So this is the one question which I was not able to do. Then coming to the second question, so distribute traffic, or so what I would say about this question. So here it is basically based on canary or green deployment. So in case this time it was canary deployment, so what I need to do is schedule 80% deployment to one deploy and 20% to canary. So there was existing deployment. All I need to do is I need to update that deployment YAML file, and then I need to create new deployment with canary, and then I need to scale replicas to 8, and here scale replicas to 2, so that if there are 10 pod, so there will be 8 pod for this one and 2 pod for this one. But remember, here in service you need to check the selector. what are the selector there. If selector is not matching, so those selectors should be from canary also and from this deployment also, then only it will work. Then they had given a test command, curl command. So through curl command you can check if traffic is distributed to both the deployment. That's how you can resolve this question. In case of green deployment, if question is coming from green deployment, in that scenario you need to change the environment also. Like if it is main or something else, you need to change it to the canary, and then in selector you need to remove those selector if it is particular to one selector. Only one, you have to select only match labels, don't need to put both the selector. That's how you can solve this blue canary and green deployment question. So this was the number second question. Then there is a scale deployment. So always remember, you need to remember that we have imperative command option. So what I used to do, I used to take kubectl, and then if I want to, suppose I want to use scale command and I don't know what about this scale, and then I can do dash dash help. Or suppose I don't know, I don't remember how to create a port, kubectl, and then what I can say, run, and then dash dash help. This command, or kubectl create deploy command, kubectl create deploy dash dash help. So through that we can basically, if you are working on Kubernetes, so you might be aware about that, but I want to remind you for your exam purpose. It will save a, it will save you a lot of time. Now there was another question I left, so let me try CronJob. CronJob was there, yes. So you need to create a CronJob. Command argument is given there, you can use there. So basically it will run every 2 seconds, not 2 seconds, every 2 minutes. So you need to schedule it at every 2 minutes. Then there is successful, failure history, those parameter you need to remember. So these were the struggling point for me, because I was not getting successful job attempt, unsuccessful or failure, and then those things we need to remember there. Now here I just want to give you one point here. If you want to copy paste in YAML, so you should be aware that Vim shortcut, one shortcut is there. So Vim shortcut, so you just need to press the escape button and then type set paste. So that's how, and then enter, and then I. So after that you will be easy to paste. You can easily paste all the content what they had given in CronJob. So remember this thing, set paste command and then enter. It will help you in exam for CronJob question. Remember, you need to create a CronJob which will be running every 2 minutes, and then you need to take a image, and then you need to pass some command arguments and cmd arguments. So those you can directly copy and paste, then you can just schedule the parameter, successful job history and unsuccessful job history. Now coming to the third question, scale deployment. As I told you, it is very easy, just you need to check. I usually take this command help, kubectl scale replicas, and dash dash help you can take, so you will be able to do this. Now another question is resource limit. Yes, this is, always remember, this resource limit we need to set in container spec section, and then there request in resources, then you need to request, and then CPU, and memory. So now here there was a question, two question on this limit. First question is like that, you just need to do this. But another question was there that set the max limit half of cluster namespace. I don't know why it is going left. Let me try this. Namespace limit range limit half. So how you will solve this question? So just you need to get the range, like suppose this is kubectl, get limit range, I think, I don't remember, dash dash namespace or dash n equals name of namespace. Then it will give you the name, then you can kubectl describe that limit range and then slash n and then namespace. When you will get max memory, so it was 640 I think, so you just need to take 320 and you need to apply into the board with limit memory, and then you can put there 320. That's how you can update your YAML. So that's how you can solve this question. Then there was another questions, I forgot that also. Security, that is the easy one. Security context. Now here is two things. In security context, you just need to remember those two things because I usually confuse here. So that's why I want to keep you in your mind at the exam time. What I want to say here is, see here, not this, yeah. First thing they will say allow privilege escalation at forbidden. So you need to mention inside the container section. But then they will say run as user. So you have to define upper outside the container security context. Although I was defining, so there are some issue which I was getting because it was already there and I was trying to update somewhere else. So that is the issue. So see there, security context is two times. First is this, second is this one. So just remember these things and then your question, you will be able to solve the question easily. So this was security context question done. Now coming to the max surge minimum surge. Yes, so you can just it will ask, it can ask like update deploy. So you can just use kubectl edit deploy name and then their max surge you can update as they mentioned. Suppose they want to do it at 5%, you can do, and then min surge to 5%. That's how you can solve this question. Now resource limit, I already told you, that's how you can do. Now docker save image archive, all you need to do here is, because there will be no help command for docker, always remember this command. Whenever you will build an image, docker build -t, then they will give you a tag name and then that image, then that image you need to archive. So you have to docker save, I still am just forgetting, path to archive and then image tag, image and tag. This command you just need to remember. Just remember this command, it will help you. You can check on internet what is the save is later or first. So but this is the one I think which I had used yesterday, so it is still fresh in my memory, so I am able to recall it easily. Now this is done. Now coming to the Ingress question. So sometimes they ask to create a Ingress, sometimes they fix, you need to fix the issue. So just take the kubectl command, get Ingress, and then just use kubectl. I will just take this like describe Ingress. Then you can get error message. What it will say? Service not found. So just check there in Ingress, in selector, what service name they had given. Then just use kubectl get svc command and take the service name and update the Ingress. Update Ingress with that name, and then your deployment will be running fine. So that was the Ingress question. Otherwise, if they ask you to create a Ingress, then you can take again this command help kubectl create Ingress dash dash help, and you can specify the path and everything, service name. Okay, this was the question about Ingress. Now service account question. It was a difficult question. I think I have already. This is from the Cloud Guru. So this question from the Cloud Guru I got. But all you need to do is you just need to k get what I will say SA. First you need to see the error. So k logs pod or deploy whatever it is. If it is saying it is not able to list pod, then you have to come to the service account. Which service account is having this permission listing the pod? For that purpose, you need to see the kget role. Now check the role who have list pod permission. After that, check the binding, cluster role binding. Sorry, role binding, not cluster role binding. Role binding, which is using this role, and then just describe this binding. K describe, my writing is very bad, describe binding, and then you will get a service account name, SA name. That name you need to update in deploy. So you can just use k set SA command here, and that's how you can solve this question. Secret question, that is a easy one. You have to, only trick is you can use k create secret generic and the name, then you need to create a k run and then pod name pod, then you need to mount it as a env. So what we can do, env we have to create first. So you can create at environment variable, or directly you can take their help like configure secret as an variable. Distribute credential security, open in new tab. That is available there, so you have to search all here. So always focus to use this. See if it is data. No, this is not the answer. Name, value, secret name. So this is not volumes, this is a volume. Secret items, no. Volume, no. Yeah, this is the one answer. So you have to update your port with the secret name like this. So this will be the answer to your environment question. Now coming to the config map, it is similar to secret. So it can be like that, or it can be mounting it as a environment variable. Now another question is liveness probe or readiness probe. So liveness probe or readiness, it will ask you to http get command. You need to check the port of deploy, which port it is using, suppose 8081. So that you need to give, and you can just search there. Here configure liveness probe, like that you can search there, and easily you will get your reference there. So you just don't need to mug up everything. You just go there and there will be option to search there. So in Mozilla you can just set, and this is the one, http get health port. This http headers is not required. Initial delay second, period second. These, remember this, here is the trick. Initial delay second, failure job history, those kind of things they will ask. So just remember these parameter, where are those parameter we can find. So those you need to think about. So that was about all about probe question. Now fixed deployment, I think this is similar to service account question. Or image version rollback, yes, rollback was there, nothing you need to do. uh, so if there is a deploy, then in that deployment what you need to do is, basically here what they are asking is image version update. So you need to update image in spec section, like 1.12 to 1.13, and then you need to just run the command kubectl. Once they will say to roll out or undo, kubectl undo or something roll out, this command you can search on net. So undo or roll out deploy. So that's how you can do this question. Again, fix deploy cron job security question, yeah. So these were the question which I remember. Don't think about there were 18 question, only 16 question, but I remember what topic comes. So topic wise I have given you the details, and I told you that just study the Kubernetes site. If you are working on Kubernetes, then it will help you a lot here, because I was working there, that's why I was able to crack it. But trust me, all dumps and those things help me, but not to clear the exam. You have to practice for that. So if you pass it for your learning purpose, so try to practice it. So that's all. Anything you can give in the comment, and I will try to reply you whatever question or doubt you have. Thank you.